shouldn't you be at the airport or at home with your movers?
Yeah, I don't see anybody around here needs insurance.
Oh, now, Opal, someone has to sell insurance who has an honest face, or at least one face.
Oh, my mistake.
Ladies.
Liza, I'm just so surprised to see you here. Do you work out often?
When I can.
Yeah, walking the mailbox wouldn't be enough for me.
Your rest cure got you chatty.
Did you say catty? Oh, no, I couldn't hold a candle to you. When it comes to vicious, malicious, and cruel, you are the master.
You forgot vindictive and spiteful.
Yeah.
And here I thought your mean streak that we saw at the media banquet was drug-induced. It's a natural talent, isn't it, Erica? No wonder you can't hang on to a man.
You didn't win. You know why? Because there is some decency left in the world, Liza Colby. I mean, just when it looked as if evil would triumph, the angels flew in. Never thought I'd call Adam Chandler an angel, but what he has accomplished, you know what? He earned his place.
Fascinating. Your addiction caused permanent damage.
And you didn't. Oh, you lusted after total power and control, but you didn't get it. You know why?
I'm sure you have an incisive slant.
Oh, you tried everything you knew how. You even actually staged a killing on live TV. My, what an addition to your resume. Well, I bet there are scads of TV stations all over this country with legal teams just ready and poised to squander obscene amounts of money to make obscene defenses of obscene women.
Oh, honey, nobody's that crazy.
Oh, don't be surprised, Opal. Well, maybe late night is ready for a snuff show. And who better to torture the guests than our very own resident maniacal monster, Liza Colby? Well, you are the only person I know who actually killed for ratings. I mean, look at all you've accomplished. Fomenting riots, glamorizing the criminal element.
Yeah. Lily Greco, Janet Green.
Yes, concealing weapons in your office, hiring the mentally ill who are hate mongers, treating your employees like dirt.
When they deserve it.
Oh, I am not making any excuses for my behavior. But one shred of understanding, one little bit of humanity, when I was so desperate, would have gone such a long way.
Oh, honey, reptiles don't know from humanity.
You see, everybody knows you for what you are. You are a fiend, a cold, callous, calculating fiend. I'm really most surprised to see you out in daylight.
Do you feel better now?
No, not yet. You take this back under that rock with you. There was dancing in the streets when Tad was named station manager. Oh, and singing, too. Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Hey, maybe they were onto something. I noticed a pitcher of water over there at the counter.
Save your venom, ladies. It's not over till it's over.
Ha! My son is running that station now to it, and you are unemployed.
America is fed up with trash TV, Liza Colby. They're also fed up with Mommy Dearest phone-ins.
Well, I think we'll see who has the last laugh.
I slept with you because I wanted to.
Adam, I swear to you this lawsuit will never see the light of day. She'll fold.
And what if she doesn't?
If she doesn't, I'll be more than happy to take my chances in a court of law. Even if it means I've got to tell Dixie myself what happened. Liza is not going to go through with this.
Why do you think she went to the trouble to retain an attorney, Tad? To humiliate herself?
She can't be humiliated. That's her secret weapon. When Liza knows what she wants, there's nothing she won't do to get it. You said so yourself. And all she wants here is to shake you up a bit. To save her the satisfaction of seeing you cave in and maybe get her hands on a tidy little settlement besides. Come on, you're Adam Chandler, for God's sake. You've been doing this stuff for decades. You got to recognize a ploy when you see one.
I recognize a fool when I see one. Do you honestly think you're some sort of a Teflon god who can go through life untouched, Tad? This is 1996. Sexual harassment is the cause du jour in courtrooms all over the land.
But there's no evidence.
So what? Win or lose, we can't stand the bad publicity.
And Liza knows that. Don't you see? She's won. You're already caving in.
Take Liza seriously.
No! You're playing directly into her hands. I fought like hell for this job against somebody who would do anything to stab me in the back, and I won it fair and square. This is nothing but sour grapes. It's an act of desperation. And all you got to do is back me up. Come on, aren't you supposed to be the kingmaker around here?
There isn't any king if the kingdom gets trashed. Are you entirely forgetting that the ratings race wasn't the only action between you and Liza?
I wasn't the only one in that race, and trust me, she did not have to be coerced.
It's your word against hers.
So what? What you gonna do, accuse me of trying to sleep my way up the ladder of success? It happened when she was the boss, remember?
What difference does that make? You had your way with her, and you got her fired.
Adam, one mutually agreed upon tryst cannot be construed into sexual harassment.
Dad, are you really that naive? No, sorry. Enough is enough. Yes, I'd like to speak to Nora Buchanan, please. It's Adam Chandler. Yes, thank you.
What?
It seems she has an appointment with a client in Pine Valley. One guess who?
You emailed me to help you move your things into Liza's office. Is now a good time?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
How's she spoken? She moans. That's it. Otherwise, the same symptoms. She doesn't stay as quiet as long, and she thrashes around.
Is she in pain?
Seems to be.
She's gonna need this then. No, wait. Let me get this set before you unlock that.
Miss Buchanan, how kind of you to join me.
Oh, Mr. Chandler, you're very good. All I told my office was that I'd be in Pine Valley.
Well, at least Miss Colby's trying to be discreet.
I'm on a schedule. What can I do for you?
Yes, your client has filed a sexual harassment suit against WRCW.
Among other parties?
I'm shocked.
So was I. How could you let it happen? The harassment, I mean.
No, it's a terrible misunderstanding.
You don't say.
I take the issue of sexual harassment very seriously. Our employees, both male and female, all attend sensitivity seminars. We distribute literature. We heighten their awareness before hiring.
I'm impressed.
So naturally, I was stunned by Miss Colby's actions. There are no foundations for her charges. No, there's no past history of incidents.
These cases almost always come as a surprise to the employers. I mean, sexual predators aren't exactly open about their activities.
Sexual predators, that's a bit harsh,
Well,
don't you think?
I'm speaking in general.
Yes, well, speaking in particular, I think in this case, you have no case. Miss Colby has a reputation for prevarication.
I am not going to sit here while you defame my client, Mr. Chandler.
Telling the truth is not defamation. This case is frivolous.
I find Miss Colby's case to be compelling and quite winnable.
In how many billable hours?
Careful, Mr. Chandler.
All right. Miss Colby has no grounds and no proof.
How I intend to approach this action is not information that I will share. But the facts are undeniable. Mr. Martin, Miss Colby had a sexual relationship. When it ended, Mr. Martin...
Martin and Colby were competing fairly for a position that I threw open after the Laurel Dillon debacle. Mr. Martin's efforts were superior, as supported by the ratings.
You can prove that.
Absolutely.
It was a contest between equals.
Colby and Martin are both highly skilled, valuable professionals.
Then how could you possibly allow Mr. Martin to fire Miss Colby?
I don't second-guess my executives.
Bull. Of course you do, but in this case you won't. And why? It couldn't be a matter of the boys hanging together, could it?
That's insulting.
Yes, it is. But I believe a jury will find it credible. Mr. Martin beds her, goes after her job, gets it, fires her. And after she helped guide his show to the top, pretty peaky, don't you think?
Yeah, that's Liza Colby's warped play-by-play.
That is pure fact.
It was a good deal more complex than that.
On the contrary, I think the situation is excruciatingly simple. Miss Colby did the job that she was hired to do, and after Mr. Martin's itch was scratched, she was no longer useful. The boys' team got together and finagled a way to bump her off the roster. Face it, Mr. Chandler, WRCW's handling of Miss Colby has been disrespectful, shabby, and actionable.
That is demonstrably untrue.
Well, world has changed a great deal in the last 20 years. A woman no longer has to pay so dearly for a romantic involvement.
Now, you're not seeing this the way it happened.
I don't think I'm going to see this any differently than your audiences will.
You mean jury, don't you?
Get ready for a fight, Mr. Chandler. And considering the appetite for scandal out there, get ready for a very public one.
You're wrong on this.
Time's up. Gotta go back to Landview. Oh, and there's no need for your attorneys to contact me unless you're ready to settle.
Motivational tapes? Remedial management skills?
No, it's that C&W classic, take this job and shove it.
No, actually, it's something better. A love song.
I slept with you because I wanted to.
She's gone mental?
Oh, long ago.
Poor thing. She's never gonna find another job anytime soon.
What will she do with all that time on her hands?
Wait, she could be a snake handler, one of their own kind.
Perfect. Oh, sorry, did we disturb you?
You really think I'm finished at WRCW? Don't hold your breath. Or better do. If you'd really like to know my next move, why don't you ask Tad? I'm sure he has some personal insights into my future.
Hi, son. I'm here. Hope you're up for some Chinese.
Oh, dinner. Oh, man. Sorry, Dad.
Dinner. Yes, dinner. You forgot?
I don't know what to tell you. It's been a day.
Oh, because of your new job? By the way, have I formally congratulated you for that?
Yes, you did.
Huh?
Thank you again.
Well, let me do it again. I knew you'd pull it off. I never had a doubt.
I did.
You're a risk taker, my boy. I admire that. When you left that wine business, you were taking one gigantic leap of faith, and it paid off.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, there's got to be a better way of going through life than jumping from cliff to cliff.
Oh, you're having a few second thoughts?
Yeah. Why couldn't I have been a veterinarian, huh? Or a forest ranger?
Well, believe me, Chandler would never have given you that promotion if he didn't know you were the best man for the job.
Best man? That's rich.
You're not seriously doubting yourself.
Not professionally. I know I'm good.
Well, then what?
Dad, I may have won the battle, but the war may kill me.
What does that mean?
I want you to hear this from me. Liza Colby filed sexual harassment charges against me and WRCW.
She what?
It's gonna get ugly.
Wow. Well, I mean, whatever happened, needless to say, your mother and I are in your corner.
Dad.
Yes, what?
There was no harassment,
I'm sure there wasn't.
but we did have sex.
You and Liza?
No, Dad, I know it never should have happened, but it did, and right now there's nothing I can do to change that.
Oh, Ted, how could you?
Liza and me... Look, I knew it was going to be difficult from the day she came back to Pine Valley.
Because of your history?
Yeah, because of our history, because of who we are. I'm not going to lie to you. Working together was very exciting. You know, it's like a high wire with no net. There's always an edge. There's plenty of energy in the air. It's a combination of things. The stress of television, our old unfinished business. But it wasn't... No, that's not true. It wasn't Liza's fault. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't fighting an attraction from day one. It's just that one day, certain things happened, and I stopped fighting. We both did.
Did something trigger it off? Or?
Yeah, when Laura was killed on this show and Dixie moved out, she blamed it on me. She told me that our marriage was over. And then one day in court, Jason blasted Liza. We were both feeling low, guilty as hell. Next thing you know, we're social outcasts. Everybody turns away. We turn to each other. Now I feel like I'm going to be regretting it for the rest of my life.
I believe you.
I never stop disappointing you, do I?
Oh, come on, Ted. We all take a wrong turn every now and then. Does Dixie know?
No, and God willing, she won't. Right now, my marriage and my kids are the most important thing in the world to me.
Oh, sorry. Hello, Dr. Martin.
Liza, we'll do dinner another time.
Oh, please don't let me chase you away.
No, not at all. Give me a call, son.
Did I detect a bit of intensity here?
Your radar's off.
You weren't having a heart-to-heart with your father, perhaps discussing a confession, or Dixie betting Liza was such an awful anticlimactic mistake?
Whatever I was discussing with my father is certainly none of your business.
Truth hurts.
Actually, you've managed to misinterpret basic parent-child communication. Considering your role model, I'm not surprised.
Tad. Miss Colby, hello.
Hi.
We're being preempted by some story breaking in Peking.
Let's go. Liza, shouldn't you be someplace that I'm not?
You want to be alone to rehearse, is that it?
I am not rehearsing a confession. I don't need one.
Well, either Dixie believes in open marriages or Dixie will never know.
Dixie and I have been through worse problems than this. We'll get through it. Don't worry about it. And another thing. Your little sexual harassment suit, based on fiction. You know it, I knew it, you'll never win.
My attorney would disagree with you.
What happened between you and me was not tainted with harassment. Sour grapes, maybe, but not harassment.
Oh, good. Good. You're both here. There's been a change.
What about the preemption?
No, about the position of station manager. No need to pack up, Tad. Liza's not going anywhere.